remembering what things were like, discussing how things have changed, talking to the people who were there. This is Looking Back. On this episode of Looking Back, we focus on Lakeside Junior High in the year 2020. Hello and welcome to the Golden Eagle Report for Tuesday, May 19th, 2020, the last week of school. This week we speak to former Lakeside teacher Van Stuman.
That was me back in 2020. If you went to Lakeside Junior High in Springdale, Arkansas back in those days, you may remember me as Mr. Stuman. The oral comm, TV lab, and theater teacher. Well, Mr. Stallings, God rest his soul, and I made 2 videos a week back in the days of the great COVID-19 pandemic of 2020, 21, 22, and 23. Oh, yeah, that freshman class was the first to graduate without stepping foot inside Springdale High School. Well, hey, let's take a look back at the announcements for that week.
Congratulations, Golden Eagles. This is the last week of school. All AMI assignments for days 1 through 45 should be turned in by Friday. If you've checked out a Chromebook, that's also due to be turned in by Friday, along with any library books you may still have, and also some of Mr. Conroy's students still have some of his books that need to be turned in as well. All of that is due by Friday. Also, if you have stuff at school, call Lakeside at 750-8885 if there are personal items that you need to go pick up. Everything that was left in a locker, a gym locker, school locker, whatever, has been cleaned out and it's waiting for you at school.
Wow. Oh, look at me, all those years ago. I know, I don't look that much older now. Well, when I retired a couple of years ago, it seems the aging process started to reverse. My life is so peaceful now. Oh, there's no yelling and screaming. It's heavenly. Of course, even though not one of the vaccines developed for COVID-19 actually worked on the coronavirus, they did manage to knock out every other human ailment. COVID-19 is literally the only illness left on Earth. So the average lifespan has more than doubled since then. It's crazy. Lots and lots of old people around now. And speaking of old people, let's take a look at who had birthdays on this week back in 2020.
Happy birthday today to Sam Barranco, Maverick Jukwe, and AJ Shem. Happy birthday, Golden Eagles!
Oh, what a trip down memory lane this has been. Yeah, I remember my very first principal at Lakeside, Dr. Michael Shepard. Yep, he retired a few years ago as the Secretary of the U.S. Department of Education, which was dissolved back in the 2020s, but reinstated years later by President Arthur Clark. Yeah, and I remember Mr. Coons. He was always after those kids to take off those caps and hoodies. And then after the pandemic, he had to make sure they were always wearing their masks. But still no hoodies or caps, only masks. He wasn't the toughest assistant principal we had, though. No, years later, there was this person in charge of discipline at Lakeside. We called him the enforcer. Yeah, he kept everybody in line. What was his name? Mr. Jimmy Bro. That's right. Yeah. He was hired by Principal Dr. Melody Sanchez. Yeah, we had a lot of Lakeside kids grow up and achieve great things. After Mrs. Pennington left, she went to the high school and into the U of A, and then she became the CEO of Tyson. Well, after her, Maddie Matson came back, and she was our ag teacher there for many, many, many years. Shimmy Sham, she became the host of Wheel of Fortune. Chris Cortez won an Olympic gold medal, but not in track and field. I know you would think, but no, he won for TikTok, which became an Olympic sport in 2029. Yeah, Coach Carter, she won the bronze that year. Zoe Turner is the biggest movie star in the world, America's sweetheart. She's won 2 Oscars. Annabelle Bokeem was the first person on Mars. She got there and decided to stay. Joey Ellis. He developed the technology that allowed cars to fly. Alfredo Carpaccio helped him on that. But of course, now there's this conspiracy theory that Joey's using all his billions and he's putting them into mind control, and some people think he's the Antichrist. Of course, I mean, that's all just insane. I mean, we all know the Antichrist was President Clark. But anyway, oh, what's that? Oh, they got my prune juice ready. I need to get out of here. But this walk down memory lane was just so much fun with all of you. I hope we can all meet again someday. It was good talking to you. Really fun looking back. Yeah, hey, you got that prune juice over there? Yeah, I need that. Oh, here we go.
This was Looking Back at Lakeside 2020.